And we are live. What's going on? What's going on, tribe? What's going on? Instagram going on here. Hang on for a second when we get Instagram going on. All right, and we are popping. Okay. Look, y'all. Shout out to my new and old school subscribers. We're always upgrading, doing some different things here. Look, I just wanted to go live really quickly and talk to you guys about right now. Like, you're in this energy where you're manifesting everything and people are hating on you big time. And you have to be focused, right? Like, you're going to have people that I need to put a thumbnail on. I'll turn it down. Audio check's good. They're going to be hating on you for no reason. And the reason is it's simple. You trigger their demons. And a lot of people don't even know some of these demons exist in them. Some of these, generational curses, trauma they've, cured, whatever you want to say it, over time. And they think that they have it together, but they really don't. And then they see you, and whether you believe you have it all the way together, or you're working on it or whatever, it still bothers them. It bothers them. It shouldn't, but it does. It's because they have some stuff to heal. They have some things they need to work on. And a lot of them are refusing to do it. And then you come along and you have no problem with doing the work. You have no problem with handling your business. You have no problem with leading by example. And they see this, and they've had a really good mask on and a charade for quite some time. But if people can see you, then the mask is off. It's like, man, I'm going to have to actually do some work. I'm going to have to heal. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're not doing nothing to nobody. Listen, man, all you want to do is inspire people. You want people to do better. But you're not like projecting on anybody. You're not telling anybody what to do. You give advice, but you don't direct it towards anyone. Whenever you speak at your job or around your friends or family or whatever you're posting online, you speak in a way that's uplifting. Like, the way that you speak, you'll talk about the work that's needed, the work that you're doing, leading by example, but you're not so much bashing another or other archetypes not doing the work. Do you know what I mean? You ever heard people that are trying to be motivational? Well, at least disguising what they're doing and saying is motivational, but the entire time they're talking about some archetype that's doing what needs to be done, or looking really good and got their life together, and then they'll start bashing another archetype or talking about another archetype wants the perfect archetype, if you guys are keeping up. And this is not good for anybody. There's nothing good that comes from it. Sorry, guys, got the working out. When I hear stuff like this, I always wonder to myself, like, are we going to sit here and talk bad about what others aren't doing? Or some of them will do things like this where, they'll make it seem like they're talking good about you or whatever, how you got things going on, your life's together. And then, they'll start trying to be shady and be like, Yeah, because you used to really, and you used to, they want to keep bringing up the old you that try to, trigger you or whatever. Like these people, man, there's no original thought in their head. All they know is you're triggering them. What is something about you that's got them upset? And how dare you think you can evolve, change, grow, and make them look bad? And then a lot of times you're not out here just giving them free information, like they want you to do. They want you to just give everything to them for free. You know what I'm saying? They want you to just, yeah, I just want to get out here and just be a martyr and just give you guys all the keys. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Even the people that claim that they can't stand you and the ones that build these weird archetypes and then try to project onto you, we're living in a generation, man, where people just want to be negative. Like people just want to be negative and pessimistic, being sarcastic about everything. I just, so when they see somebody like me or other people like you that are looking for the good in everything and knowing how great life is, they just it bothers them. It bothers them. It's a jealous society also. So it's like, well, what does this person have that I don't, that they're so happy about? They don't understand what it is. They don't get it, and it bothers them. And you're not doing anything to anybody. You don't even care. You know what I'm saying? You don't even care. God lets you know what's going on so you can avoid it. So it's not even something that's on your radar. But it is what it is. They either love you or they hate you. There is no in between. I'm just gonna be real. Yeah, smash that like button. Um, I think it's just the way that you are always growing. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to put you in a box. And if you're forever growing, you can't be boxed up and figured out. And when people can't read you or figure you out, you bother people, which it shouldn't be, because why would they care? Why do they care what you're doing? And this is what I'm saying. Like, it's a nosy, negative, you know, sarcastic society. Like people are their they're building their brands and building their way of life off critiquing things that don't need to be critiqued, off going against some of our classic, people and ways and movies. It's getting out of hand. A lot of people are lazy, and they've managed to fool everybody into thinking that they're doing something when all they really do is criticize what other people are doing or things that have been done a certain way and made it into a life and livelihood. But they're lazy people. They don't do anything. Just talk. So when you come around, and of course you have your ideologies like everybody else, but it's not just one of those, those people that are just a contrarian, just things have been done a certain way, but these people, they don't like it. And a lot of times they're just lazy and they don't want to do the work that previous generations have done. So they form these ideologies off of collected internet banter and babble, and then they're just running their mouth. But if you look at the person, the individual, you'll see this slob. You'll see this loser, this, you can tell. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a people that support you and love you. They're doing the same thing you're doing, right? But some of them that support you, they kind of, they get like some psychosis going on. They start thinking that your journey is their journey because they can relate to a couple things, but they don't. They don't really realize what's going on, but they're trying. They're good. But then you have the wicked ones. They can't stand you. They can't stand your journey. They're not doing anything. They're just kind of like sitting on their butt. They fooled some people, but they know you can see through people. They know they can't collabo with you. They know they're not original. They know they're not authentic. They're not creative. And then here you are. And then it's not like you're one or two things. You got it all, right? You got it all. To what people would consider it all. You know what I'm saying? Like a reasonable person. You're not going off of the standards of what modern women want or whatever, but you got it all, and it bothers people. But here's the thing: they want to get this out. The best part about the anointing you have is you're able to see it, right? Like your perspective changes when you can see your haters, and you also move in silence. So you're able to watch your haters who think that they're watching you and critiquing you and being slick. You're able to watch them without feeling the need to react. You'll respond when the time is necessary if it needs to be responded to. But 9 times out of 10, your response is really going to be just adapting, adjusting, watching, seeing who's got hidden agendas, who's trying to mask their hate, behind the disguise of clever or what they believe to be clever wordplay, right? You can see it. So and you disguise yourself, right? So you might be, a really pretty woman, or you might be handsome or whatever, handsome dude. And so you might work out, take care of yourself. So people assume that you're just a pretty face. You don't correct anybody. You let them assume whatever they want. You don't correct anything. And by not correcting anything, then you're able to just move however you want to. And because listen, when you correct people, they're still going to go behind closed doors and have their own perspective and perception of you anyway. And it's going to be based off of their life, the traumas, the horrible relationships they've been through, whatever childhood they've had. That's how they're going to experience you. You understand this. So there's no point in trying to correct any individual being, on how they perceive you, because you're going to be perceived differently based off of these different factors by each individual person. So who cares? You could be perceived as the best person in the world by a complete dirtbag, a convict, that's sitting rotting in jail, or a dirtbag lawyer or something like that, right? And then you could be perceived, or those people be perceived as bad people, or you can be perceived as a goofy lame by someone that's looked highly upon, right? Who cares? Whoever has an opinion on you and don't even know you is a fool anyway. So when did we ever start worrying about what fools thought or think? We don't. We don't. So, like I keep telling y'all, I'm the king of perspective. Like your life is your perspective. And people hate that you know this. So if they can't, if you notice what people try to do in life, they try to project their perspective of you onto you. So that way you have to deal with their interpretation of you. And you ain't got to deal with that. And they're mad at me because I know this stuff, because I've sat down by myself and thought about stuff deeply. Like you can't get to this kind of level of consciousness, man, a conscious thought, unless you're thinking about stuff. You have people, while you're thinking of things that they're going to use in their daily repertoire, right? Gaslighting you and try to tell you that you're overthinking. But it wasn't for your so-called, oh, these fools don't have any words phrases to use, when they're out trying to explain what their ideologies. You see what I'm saying? You can't listen to people. You can't do it. You gotta start to see the vision, you know, and you got the drive. And when you can't be destroyed by anybody, it bothers people for some reason. I remember when I was a lower vibrational person and I was working for the White House, and there was this guy, he was a Navy guy, and he was focused on getting his degree because while you're in the army, you can go to school for free, and it's not even your GI Bill. We're all just like trying to figure out why is this dude, why is this guy doing this? And the women just, they were just like, oh my God, it's so amazing. And the dudes was just, we're just hating on them. We're just hating on them. When I realized I was hating on them, of course I changed my tune. But I was like, why is this dude, man, trying to get a degree? We're all trying to work for the White House here. We're all trying to get things together. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of times when he was studying and stuff, we had to pick up the slack. And then he'd be acting like he's kind of slow on the job, but then he's getting a degree in something, So he was trying to play us a little bit. But I realized I was hating on this dude because he was doing something different than the rest of us, and it was something that's going to put him in a better place. And he was multitasking while the rest of us was just going out to bars and stuff. I was hating on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is with you, right? You're doing something that they haven't thought of doing. You're doing something that they wish they would have thought of doing. You're doing something new, innovative. They wish they could join in, but their ego is in the way and they hate on you. Now, the ones that appreciate you, they ain't got ego like that. They're just like you. They congratulate people. Um, some of these people may not have approached you yet, but they got their own way of approaching people. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they get ready to. But the haters, man, they just it's you're irking them because that's the last time I can remember I hated on somebody, and that was like 2007, 2008. I was hating on that dude for like a year or whatever. That's the last time I can remember hating on somebody. And I remember that feeling like, you know, why is this guy going to school? Why ain't he going out to the bar with us? And when he would go out to the bar, he just like sip on a drink and then be done with it and go back to the hotel room because we traveled and went to these different trip sites. We stayed at hotel rooms, and he didn't care. He didn't care about chasing women. He didn't. Obviously, he had already had his ascension. But he was a little bit older. Like I was in my like mid-20s or something like that. I think that dude was like 30 or something like that, or close to it, a little over 30. But he had his priorities together. And at the time, me being in my mid-20s, I had mine. You know what I'm saying? But hating on him shouldn't have been nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do nothing to me. So that's what goes on with you. They just don't even have a reason. They just see you being excellent and it bothers them. They should be doing more. And they know it. So there ain't nothing you can really do. You know what I'm saying? So what you do is you just move forward, but you make observations, you notice things, you catalog everything, you know what I'm saying, your mind palace, and you make note because you analyze things really quickly with your mind, you know what I'm saying? Your brain is like supercomputer. So, and once you catalog these people, you're able to find different ways and patterns to mark these people. So whenever you start seeing someone new approaching you that move funny, got a certain twitch in their eye, when a hater, they can't, their ego is always in the way. So they always do something a little bit shady. Even if they're trying to give you somewhat of a compliment, their ego is in the way. So they're always going to get, it's going to always be a backhanded compliment, right? It's going to be a backhanded compliment. So it's going to be on the front end, like, man, you looking good right now. Like I said before, you looking good. You got everything together. Da, da. I remember when you was looking like da 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 da, and man, what are you talking about? I didn't ask you to start off with a compliment just so you can segue in all the hate that you've been wanting to say to me. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes these haters don't even know they're hating. Sometimes people are so used to being traumatized by the people that they're with and around that they don't realize that when you compliment people, you do not have to give a critique with the compliment. They're so used to being around trash people that they think it's normal to critique somebody when you give them a compliment as well. Like it's supposed to level things out. No, it's not your place to level anything out. You haven't you I've not created any space for you to do that. You are trying to create space. You can come in and give your compliment. There's enough space for that. But there's not enough space for you to also critique what you see. See, that's the problem a lot of people have with me. They're like, "Oh, you only want to hear the positive." Hey, listen, I don't want to hear nothing. You understand that, fool? I don't hear nothing. But if you want to present yourself and you need to say something, you need to be adding to the conversation something constructive. And you critiquing me as if I asked for that, that ain't it. No, that's your ego talking because it ain't God. Why would you go to somebody and tell them what you think that they need to be doing or what you've noticed from outside looking in? You outside the club, you ain't even inside. What did Chris Brown say? You only outside looking in. You can't even get in. Why would I even worry about what you got to say? That's what I'm saying. Like the fact that you can see this stuff and they can't use these, narcissistic, Machiavellian, manipulative type of tactics, that we've all been taught through social media, and the powers that be. Step on whoever, fake it till you make it, wear a mask all day, so you fool people into thinking that you're perfect. Right? You just trigger people. Ain't nothing you're doing or whatever. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? What can you do about it? You're gonna do absolutely nothing about it. What you're gonna do? I forgot this guy seen the podcast saying this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna win, and you're gonna keep winning, and you're gonna stay winning. That is the only revenge because God's gonna take care of the rest. You stay winning. You stay winning. You say what you got to say to get people off your back because God didn't make you a worm or a snake. You got arms and legs to defend yourself and a brain to build some shit to defend yourself. You do it, but you stay winning, man. You stay winning. You know what I mean? Let them talk all they want to. You got people that are got more money than you talking, more clout than you talking, taller than you talking, may at the time in the moment have more women than you talking, better vehicle than you talking. Right? Let them talk. They're watching you. They're watching you. Little old you. What you believe to be little old you. It ain't little old you, sir, ma'am. You're trouble. You're pressure. Ain't that what women be saying all the time? You're pressure. Okay. Big pressure, man. You big energy over here. You got people watching you hating. See, what I was doing was I really when I get on here and I tell y'all like what I notice and I do it passionately, that don't mean nothing to me. Like I'm just being who I am. I'm not trying to cover anything up or be on here like monotone like you see a lot of people doing this. Like, "Yeah, what's going on, guys? How are y'all today? Yeah, we're gonna. I'm being real. I'm just passionate. It don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm always pushing myself to be better. You know what I mean? I don't really care about those individual. I analyze stuff. I'm an engineer. A lot of y'all don't want to believe that, but I'm showing you how an engineer's mind works. You This is how an engineer, an architect, this is how our minds work. We have a vast mind. So we're able to do a lot of stuff at once. So I'm able to go online and I notice stuff. And the patterns I notice and my intuition, I see it. And I feel some type of way about it. I go online, I let y'all know what I see, I get offline. People think because of what they see me doing and how I'm, in the moment, that that's a good characterization of who I am as a person. It's not. It's not. Just like I was getting on here talking about American women, da, 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 da. I'm talking about them all the time. I'm moving to Thailand. I'm making plans to put myself in the. I'm just talking to you guys passionately about, because I'm not a robot. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you passionately about stuff because I'm passionate about the stuff. But I'm also coming up with solutions and implementing those solutions. So moving to Thailand, that's one. Another one. Um, it's, the Thailand for the women. Oh, um, I'm a lone wolf. So this way, how you see a lot of people collaborating online, and a lot of people do a lot of fake stuff online to appease to other people, so they'll collaborate so they can get their audience, and scratching each other's back. Man, the way I move, I ain't got to even worry about it. I ain't got to kiss nobody, but I ain't got to worry about like coming across the wrong kind of way, and then somebody being like, "Wow, I would collaborate with such and such, but he kind of wow, he crashes out, he da 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 da." I don't care what none of y'all goofies think. You're not gonna stop me from becoming a millionaire and super famous online. I'm doing it right now. Act like you don't see nothing, and they'll do that to you. They act like you don't see all right, even though they keep coming to you, watching you take notes. They're like see you because they're that if they don't show you, if they don't, you, then you'll be the secret. You know what I mean? That's where they'll no have you shine no matter what. Same reason why they're watching, other people going to watch you, and you're doing it on. That's the better do it. You ain't got to worry about scratching nobody's back. You're not affiliated with somebody, that might end up going down for nefarious things. No diddy. You're solo, and where you're going ain't about the oh, I've scratched myself from the back for it or whatever. No, 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 no. It's about knowing that you didn't compromise yourself in any capacity, or you know you didn't do anything that you got to regret. You can look yourself in the mirror. You can say what you want to say, and you ain't got to worry about what anybody else got to say about it. Because you ain't had to work, you don't have to work with nobody to get where you're at. Nobody picked you up to put you where you are. So if some so-called mentor decides they want to critique you, then they can say whatever because they put you on. No one put me on. So anyone who got something to say about me is a hater. You're a hater. None of you put me on. None of you done nothing for me except take off my plate, copy what I have, mimic me, notice my aesthetics, upgrade yours, upgrade your software, upgrade your looks, all that. All you people don't think I noticed that. I noticed it, fools. All of you content, all of you. You wondering why would this dude be a little bit more open to collaborating? Why would I do that when I see all of you copying me? What am I collaborating for? Now I'm just opening my front door so y'all can just go ahead and walk in and copy whatever you want. Front row seat. I think's not. I think's not. You know what I mean? I'll just go ahead and do it my own way. All this collaborating with people, and y'all just weak anyway. You shouldn't even be going at it thinking about trying to collaborate with people to get where. Shouldn't even be doing it like that, man. Not if you got a real message. Not if you got something that you're really doing. Not if you're really a creative person. Not if you're really an artist. I ain't worried about none of y'all. I have plenty of talent, man. The most somebody could do is mentor me on, focusing in a certain way. But God's doing that. Care how long it takes. I don't need to have, and this is what I'm saying. Let them watch. That's part of the reason why they hate you too. You know this stuff. You know how people always help people out, then later on be like, "Well, if it wasn't for me, then they wouldn't." Ah, nah, 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 nigga, nah. We ain't doing none of that. They know that you can see this stuff. They know that if they approach you, then you don't care what size content creator, business opportunity, celebrity, whatever. If they're coming to you, then they recognize your talent and your ability. You're in the driver's seat. You're not no passenger. You won't be over here letting them run the shots or come in trying to tell you how it's going. Nah, nah. They're mad because you can see this. How can they take advantage of your talent if you know how people take advantage of people that are talented? How can they take advantage of you if you won't open up and let them come in like they're some kind of Captain Saver 304 for you, when you know doggone well they just see a business opportunity. Don't come in here any other way. You see a business opportunity, you better come in here that kind of way. Don't come here like you're doing me a favor. I didn't ask you to come over. I didn't send for you. I didn't call for you. You know what you see. You know what I'm saying? And this is how it is. I realize this, you realize this. So if I gotta go with it alone, I know why. People see that I'm not gonna let them take advantage of me, and they know I'm a fighter, and I'm quick with my words, and I'm obviously gonna go to the top alone if need be. I don't care. I don't care. So, having that attitude, it's just like, man, what can you can either get mad or you can join the team, but you ain't leading from the front when it comes to me. When I say the team, you're behind me. You understand? I'm not people like build up their clout and stuff and get degrees and stuff so they can feel superior and project. Oh man, I don't care what you got. I don't care what you got. I know what I bring to the table, and I'm gonna move accordingly. And that's why I don't seem like I'm bothered. I know what I'm capable of. It's no worries for me. It's no worries for me. Okay. So that's just the way it is. It's in my blood, man. You know what I mean? My mom's from South Carolina. My dad's from Florida. You know any about the Seminoles and all that stuff? You know what I mean? Gullah Geechee Wars, you know anything about that stuff, man, you know what's going on. I can't help it. I got that in my DNA, man. I love to fight. I love to defend myself. I love to prove people wrong. I love to show that, through God, you can do anything. You don't need anybody else. I don't need you humans, okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. Stay mad. You supposed to be mad. That's your job. That's your job in this realm during this time to hate on my black ass. You're not doing a good job of it, but you're doing the best you can. You know, bless your heart. Anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to really, truth be told, I'm testing out this multi-casting feature, baby. Boom. I'm always upgrading, man. I'm always working smarter, not harder. Get ready for some stuff that you don't even, man. Look, man, my mind is clear, man. That's one on there. Military. Going on with this man. It's, I'm still streaming. It says I'm still good.